that person crying and freaking out over a ballerina bear was me. That was me when I was 4. Now you see, when I was 4 years old, I was living in Illinois with 2 siblings and my parents before they split up. Now my dad gets home from work one day, me and my siblings are home, and right as he's about to step in the shower, the tornado alarm goes off. Really loud, really obnoxious. You get the picture. And he says something along the lines of, "Okay kids, hurry, get in the basement," after he gets out of the shower and puts his clothes back on, of course. And after all 3 of us are in the basement and safe and okay and protected, he goes back into the house to grab a couple of things. I think some water, some snacks, like an emergency kit, just in case if anything happened. And he comes back in after being gone for maybe a minute, and I'm gone. I'm nowhere to be seen in the basement. And he freaks out a little bit. He goes around the house and he starts yelling, "Anna, where are you? Get in the basement. Anna." And he starts to go upstairs because I'm nowhere downstairs. And he starts coming up the stairs and he says, "Anna, what are you doing?" And I come back out of my room and I was looking for my ballerina bear. This was a teddy bear, probably about that big. And she had a little tutu, and she had little ballerina slippers and a tiny, tiny little bow on top of her head. She was called Ballerina Bear. Very original, right? Anyways, he said, "Anna, what are you doing?" And I said, "I'm looking for my ballerina bear." I was very upset. I could not find her. I had her everywhere with me. She was my ride or die. She was probably my best friend at the time. And he said, "Get in the basement, there's no time." "No!" And I start crying even more. And I go, "Okay." Now a year later, in 2007, my parents divorced. Now, having divorced parents, I think, drastically changed my childhood and the way that I was brought up. Having divorced parents definitely humbles me, and it has made me very organized over the years, or I like to think pretty organized. I'm on joint custody, and so I go back and forth every other week. And having to do that, I have to make sure right now anyways that I have all of my cheer stuff, I have all of my school stuff for my online classes. I have everything I need to go back and forth. And I forget things every now and then, but I think that I'm pretty organized because of it, thankfully. That's one thing that I think has benefited me and my family from divorce. It's also made my family extremely organized and on top of things, which I think is a really good quality to have, especially for a big family like mine. Now, I did not just have divorced parents, I have young parents. My mom had me when she was 18, almost 19, and my dad was 23 when my mom had me. Now, having young parents, they had to work very hard. They had to work pretty much every day. My dad worked days, my mom worked nights, so that we could make a living and so that we had some kind of a budget. We lived on a very, very strict and small budget at the time. We had everything we needed, we just didn't have everything that some of us wanted. I had toys, I had some toys. I had a lot of hand-me-down clothes. We definitely tried to keep groceries at a low so that we had extra money to save and just in case anything happened. Now, having young parents has also humbled me a lot because it has shown me that I need to be very hardworking in life and I need to think about big decisions before I just leap into them. One perk about having young parents is that right now my mom is 36 and my dad is the big 40 and my parents have a lot of energy still. Now, for my junior year for wrestling cheer, my dad would come out every weekend and to every event to support me and watch me do my cheers on the floor and support the boys. And my mom, for example, she helps me get ready for every school dance. She spends the entire day trying to help me get me ready. She gets me coffee. She makes sure my dress is all steamed and pretty. She'll spray glitter on it sometimes if I want. And she makes it a very good experience. If I didn't have young parents, as young as they are now, I don't think that would be happening as much because I think and this is just an assumption, I think that with older and older parents, they have less and less energy, or maybe they just don't think about things like that. Now, although I have young parents, there is a very old tradition in my family of quilting, started by my great-grandmother on my mom's side of the family. She started this a long time ago. It's been around way before I was even born. Now, for my generation, anyways, I actually got one of the first quilts. It's purple and it has polka dots on it. I was about 2 when I got it, and I actually ended up getting the very last quilt that she made. She passed away in January of 2019. Rest in peace, Grandma. Now, that tradition has been a very important thing for my mom's side of the family, because it was getting your big quilt, which is the last one that I got, is a rite of passage in my family. Every person got a smaller quilt, which is the one I just shown. That was my small quilt. And when you were around 16 to 20, you got your big quilt. And once you had that, you were more of an adult figure. Now, having that tradition, having young parents and having divorced parents has helped me become humble. It has shown me to be hardworking, and it has also shown me to cherish every moment I go through with my family, big or small. And I encourage you all to do the same with the big moments in life and the small ones, even if it's just laughing with your family over dinner that you guys usually make, or having a quince. Cherish the moments big and small. And with that, I thank you.